Insomnia is not a character flaw. It is timing distortion, a system drifting out of alignment like a moon pulled a few degrees off schedule, so tides arrive late and break unevenly on the shore. Insomnia and sleep problems are also like water torture, the drip, drip of minutes slowly passing on the clock. Think of your rhythms as orbits that once matched the day, then small forces push them out of phase. Light arriving at the wrong hour, meals landing too late, caffeine lingering into the evening, worry swinging through the mind at midnight, each one a tiny perturbation that seems harmless in isolation, but adds up to real drift. In plain language, insomnia is when sleep will not start, will not stay, or will not restore, even when you want it. In the United States, Canada, and the United Kingdom, many of us run lives that tug the clock in conflicting directions. Bright screens after sunset, scrolling in bed, late dinners, afternoon espresso, glowing rooms that tell the brain it is noon, while the sky says otherwise. When your internal dusk lags behind the real dusk, the gate and the night fail to meet, and you lie awake and call it weakness when it is mostly timing. Orbits are repaired by alignment, not force. A system returns to stability when its signals line up, the way planets settle into resonance, the way tides calm when the moon's path is steady. That is our plan. Line up the cues the brain trusts: light, temperature, movement, calories, and thought. Then present them in a reliable order and let the pacemaker relearn the day. Morning is when your phase is set, so we start there. Wake at the same window of time each day, because the clock feels the start more strongly than the end. Step outside within an hour of waking, clouds or sun. Let your eyes meet daylight for 10 to 15 minutes with no glass between you and the sky, if you can help it. Outdoor light is orders of magnitude stronger than indoor bulbs, and it tells the master clock the day has begun. Move your body for 5 to 10 minutes, a short walk or easy mobility. Simple heat at the right time, not a heroic blast that steals the afternoon. Food is a timing signal, so give your first meal a purpose. Keep it modest and protein forward, and place it within an hour or two of waking on most days. Early calories, steady insulin and dopamine tone. You focus more cleanly, and you reduce the evening crash that drives late grazing. If you prefer to delay, anchor with water and a brief walk, then set a consistent first bite time your body can learn. Precision matters less than repetition. Orbits are kept by cadence. Caffeine is a useful force when applied in phase, a destabilizer when not. Set a cutoff 8 to 10 hours before target sleep, which for a 10 o'clock bedtime means finish by noon. For 11, finish by 1. Afternoon caffeine compresses the first deep sleep cycle and shifts signals toward day. The brain reads noon while the clock needs evening. If you need a bridge, use light, water, and a short walk, and take the smaller cup earlier tomorrow. Movement is how you add gentle thrust without shaking the system. Most days, give yourself an early dose of easy motion and a second dose of honest effort before late afternoon, enough to raise body temperature early and let it slope downward into night. Late high-intensity training acts like a sudden gravitational nudge, spiking heat and adrenaline at the wrong hour. The gate for sleep tries to open, while the system still thinks it is day. Train earlier when you can, and if a late session is unavoidable, cool the body and dim the lights to pull the signals back into line. Evening is where you protect your orbital alignment. Aim for your last meal 3 hours before bed, because digestion is a tide of its own. A heavy, late dinner behaves like an asteroid clipping the moon, the tidal signal to your brain, and gut shifts, and the shore of sleep feels rough and delayed. Choose warm, dim light after sunset. Treat screens like a bright window you can darken, and let the house cool as the sky cools. Keep the bedroom quiet, cool, and uninteresting. Reduce the clutter that drags daytime into the night, and repeat a short wind down. A few pages, a stretch, 3 slow breaths, a handful of sentences in a notebook. If worry triggers wakefulness, write a 2-minute plan before you leave the living room. Problems on paper belong to tomorrow. If you have been carrying insomnia for months, stay with me for the next 90 seconds. You do not have to chase sleep. You bring sleep back into phase by realigning the day. Now the mind, because thought timing is a cue. At night, the brain rehearses danger, so give it a different job that still feels like doing. A brief body scan in bed, if that soothes you. Or better, a chair by a small lamp with 1 page of reading until the eyes soften. The bed is for sleep and sex, not for rumination, and that line matters because the brain learns places as signals. 2 principles sit at the core here: stimulus control and a consistent sleep window. Talk with a clinician about CBT for insomnia. It is the first-line treatment because timing plus behavior beats hacks. Replace guessing with measurement because fatigue lies. For the next 7 nights, track 2 numbers: the time you exit bed in the morning and the minutes you spend outside before noon. If you want a third, track your caffeine cutoff. Rings and watches are optional. What matters is whether your anchors become predictable. Most people feel day energy rise before night sleep deepens. That is not failure. That is the mechanism working. Better days unlock better nights. Middle age adds its own gravity that can pull you out of orbit. Hormones change, responsibilities stack, recovery slows, yet the internal physics remain kind. You still respond to light, to timing, to routine, and to respect. Treat yourself like an instrument worth tuning. Small adjustments most days, not purity contests. If you miss, you try again tomorrow. Phase is an average, not a single perfect night. There is a social field around you because orbits pull on orbits. Children and teens watch how you treat the dark, colleagues sync to your late emails, and partners try to share your rhythm. When you model a sane orbit, you give the people near you permission to land in one. That is more than sleep hygiene. It is a small culture change that lasts longer than a trick. Let's close with alignment, not effort. Light crosses the sky, the planet keeps time, the body listens when we let it. You return to resonance by sequence, morning light and a steady wake, modest food at a reliable hour, movement that peaks early and fades with the evening, a caffeine line drawn in the day, screens dimmed, rooms cooled, a short plan that puts tomorrow on paper. When your night feels far and your day feels thick, check the field, move 1 cue earlier, and soften 1 cue later. Keep the rhythm for a week and watch the tides settle. This is biology and physics. You are not broken. You are a human being who can come back into phase. Thanks for watching. Let us know if you like our unique blend of physics and health. Take care.